In this special episode of The Pour Over Today, we're explaining the debate about gender policy, including where VP Harris and former President Trump stand. This is the 8th episode of our election collection, designed to help us grow in understanding and compassion on key 2024 election topics. A relatively new but increasingly prominent topic of political debate involves policies and laws related to transgender individuals, who make up roughly 0.6% of the US population. The three issues at the forefront of this political debate are: number 1, public bathrooms; number 2, sports; and number 3, medical intervention for transgender minors. States have handled these topics differently. 2 states, Florida and Utah, require individuals to use the bathroom matching their sex assigned at birth in all government buildings, including schools. 11 states have requirements only in K-12 schools, and 37 states have no relevant laws. For sports, roughly half of states have laws restricting transgender athletes from participating in women's sports. The most heavily legislated issue thus far concerns transgender medical intervention, also referred to as gender-affirming care for minors. 24 states have banned medication and surgery to transition minors. 16 states have protected access to such treatments for transgender individuals for all ages, and 10 states have no relevant laws. We'll be back with what Republicans and Democrats say after a quick break.
Ever get stuck wondering how to study a Bible passage? The Courage for Life Study Bibles for women and for men have 1,464 Bible studies. That's a Bible study on every page of Bible text. In the Accurate New Living Translation, these Bibles offer a pathway to transformation as you grow in your understanding of God and of your role in His story. While the Courage for Life Study Bibles for women and for men have unique aspects, they have a lot of similar content too. So they're easy to use in small groups, couples devotionals, Sunday school classes, and more. Courage for Life Study Bibles provide a discipleship pathway never before seen in a Bible. Plus, you'll get access to the Filament Bible app to dive even deeper. Just scan the page number to open a world of resources, including over 25,000 additional study notes, hundreds of videos, and a full audio Bible. Start discovering the Courage for Life Study Bible at the link in today's show notes.
The vast majority of Republicans, 86%, believe that gender is determined at birth and that sex assigned at birth should be the basis of U.S. legislation. Republicans generally think that allowing transgender individuals to use public bathrooms according to their gender identity poses unacceptable risks to girls and women, that transgender women competing in female sports is a violation of fairness, and that minors are too young to consent to life-altering consequences of taking medication or undergoing surgery meant to transition genders. The majority of Democrats believe that individuals' genders can be different from their sex assigned at birth. This belief is highest among younger Democrats, 72% of 18 through 29-year-olds. Democrats generally believe that the risks of transgender women using women's bathrooms are minimal, and laws banning transgender people from their desired bathroom, sports team, and healthcare are discriminatory and will cause avoidable mental health problems. When discussing divisive topics like gender policy, remember that both your stance and how you take your stance reflect on Christ. Being peaceable, gentle, open to reason, and unwavering in the face of culturally hot topics can all be signs of God's wisdom in us. James 3:17 says, "But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peace-loving, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, unwavering, without pretense." And now, candidate stances. Vice President Harris has made LGBTQ+ rights a key part of her candidacy. In 2024, the Biden-Harris administration reaffirmed its position that gender-affirming surgeries should be legal for minors and broadened Title IX to prevent discrimination based on gender identity, blocked in some states by the courts. Harris's running mate, Tim Walz, is credited with making Minnesota a trans refuge and protected access to gender-affirming care for adults and children. Former President Trump believes gender matches a person's sex assigned at birth. He says he would cut federal funding for schools pushing transgender insanity and undo the Biden administration's policy including transgender students under Title IX. Trump said, "We will not have men playing in women's sports." He also vowed to stop puberty blockers and surgery to transition minors, which he equated to child abuse and sex mutilation. That's all we have for today. Thanks for listening. If you're listening on the Apple Podcast app, give us a 5-star rating and drop a review. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow and hit the notification bell to never miss a new episode. We appreciate your support and hope you have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow with the regular news.
Hi, it's Kathleen from The Pour Over. Before today's episode is over, I wanted to pop in and tell you about a really cool Bible study. It's called The Bible Study. It's a guided walk through God's Word, all 66 books in one hardcover aesthetic coffee table book. You can examine how the Bible relates to you in an easy-to-understand, interactive way. If you've been looking for your next Bible study, try The Bible Study. Get your copy with the link in our show notes.